There are two different ways that we could solve this question, and I will show you both. Let's start with the way that requires you to have that table of fraction to decimal and decimal to fraction conversions memorized. If you do, then we can convert all of these fractions into decimals and add them together and very quickly be able to compare them. So let's start with answer choice A. 1/2 is equal to 0.5. In answer choice B, we have 0.33 repeating for 1/3 plus 1/6, which is equal to 0.167. Then we have 1/4, which is 0.25, plus 1/5, which is 0.2, 2/5, which is 0.4, plus 1/3, which is 0.333 repeating. And now we can go ahead and add some of these together. We have 0.33, 0.167, 0 plus 7 is 0, 3 plus 6 is 9, 3 plus 1 is 4. So this one would give us 0.49, and let me scoot this back a little bit, 0.49. For this next one, 0.25 plus 0.2 would just give us 0.45. And then 0.4 for our last one plus 0.333 repeating. We'd have 337, 0.733. Whoops, we're not adding those, we're just comparing them. So now we go one column at a time and compare the values. 5 and 7 are both greater than 4, so those answer choices are eliminated. Then when we go to the next column, comparing 9 and 5, 5 is the lesser value, which makes answer choice C our correct answer. Now, if you don't have all of those decimal conversions memorized, you can do all of this with just fractions. And what I would recommend you do is use that first answer choice. Use 1/2 as your anchor. You're comparing everything else to 1/2. So for answer choice B, 1/3 plus 1/6, we should convert that 1/3 to have a denominator of 6 so that then we can add them both together. If I multiply the top and bottom by 2, we'd have a 1 times 2, which is 2, and 3 times 2, which is 6. And now we can add them to get 3/6. 3 is exactly half of 6, meaning that this is equal to 1/2. Since these two these two answer choices are equal to one another, it's very unlikely that they could be the lowest value since they're equivalent. So we can eliminate both A and B. Now for answer choice C, we're going to need to convert both of those into a fraction with a common denominator. In this case, the common denominator to shoot for is going to be 20. So I'm going to do 4 times 5 and 1 times 5, 1 times 4 and 5 times 4, and that will give us 5 times 1 is 5 over 4 times 5, which is 20, plus 4 times 1, which is 4, over 5 times 4, which is 20. When we add 5 and 4, we'll get 9/20, which is less than 1/2. 9 is 1 shy of half of 20. Half of 20 would be 10/20. So 9/20 is less, and we can say that that is less than 1/2. Then for our final answer, 2/5 plus 1/3, we'll need a common denominator, and I'm going to recommend you go for 15. So we'll need to do 5 times 3, 2 times 3, and 1 times 5, and 3 times 5. That will give us 2 times 3 is 6 over 5 times 3, which is our common denominator, 15, plus 1 times 5, which is 5, over our common denominator, 15. That will give us 11 over 15 when we add 6 and 5, and that is going to be greater than 1/2, right? Because what we were looking for is approximately 7/15 would be half. And so 11/15 is greater than that number, meaning that if our last two answer choices are set up like this, one is greater than 1/2 and one is less than 1/2, then the one with the lower value is going to be our correct answer, making answer choice C the correct choice.